Hello again, a very warm welcome to you all. My name is Deni Kay and I'm here today with a bottle of Bunnahabhain Limited Release. This is the Manzanilla cask matured. It was distilled in 2008, spent 11 years maturing in Manzanilla sherry casks, bottled in 2020 at 52.3%. Now, I will say, normally I try not to do too many limited releases or maybe somewhat harder to find whiskies. However, this one is so good, and it's not just this one. Every single one of the limited releases from Bunnahabhain that I've tried have been, if not exceptional, very, very good. So, if you see any of them at a bar, try it. If you can buy any of them, do it. You will not be disappointed. My opinion. Now, this one was bottled at 52.3%, as I said, an annual release. I'm going to try and keep this rather short and sharp. Bunnahabhain established in 1881. Obviously an Islay distillery. What really sets it apart from the other distilleries on Islay is that they produce unpeated whiskey. Islay whiskey obviously known for being peated. Actually, you will find Carlisle, I know, have done some unpeated releases. So they did a 15, 17, 18-year-old, but they were just annual releases, limited releases, annual releases that Diageo will bring out. So we're talking about actual style of whiskey, unpeated whiskey, with this really sherry matured stuff. So good. And as I said, Manzanilla cask, so a little bit of an unusual type of sherry. Anyway, maybe I'll talk about that a little bit later on so I can actually get stuck into the whiskey. Now, the nose on this has so much going on. Immediately what I get is just a waft of buttered popcorn, burnt butterscotch, honey. So much honey, creamy, those confectionery milk bottles. Yes, it gets sweet, alcohol soaked raisins. Then there is, now, I will say, I try not to use wanky tasting notes. You have to excuse me for saying that. But I recently went to a Vietnamese restaurant with my wife and my boys. What they had, my sons had for dessert, a banana fritter, caramel sauce with ice cream. Now, forget the ice cream. What you're getting on the nose here is the banana fritter with the caramel sauce. And it also takes me back to my childhood because I remember having that, distinctly remember having that in Asian restaurants when I was a kid as well. So, that is on the nose. You can only call it as you see it or you smell it. Anyway, that's a tasting note. You can write that one down or strike it if you don't like it. Anyway, then some herbal notes. It is sage that's really popping out, and it gets funky. That Dunwich type of funk. I love the nose. It is so complex. There is so much going on. It is fantastic. Raisins, honey, and porcini mushrooms. Yes. Some spice. So what happens is initially it is sweet, and then you're getting some savory notes that come in. It's 52.3%, but I'm not going to add any water to it because I don't think that it needs it. Some grey tea now, and you're getting a little bit of a chili spice on the finish. It is very complementary, very balanced. Also some nuts that come through on the finish. There is a lot that's going on with this one. I will say that if you are just starting to get into whiskey, that this release or something like this may not be exactly for you or what you're looking for. What you'd probably, I would say, what you'd probably be better off is going for the 12-year-old. There's actually a 12-year-old cask trick that's just come out. But anyway, just go for the standard 12-year-old. I did a video on the 18 versus a 25-year-old, both very good as well, but go for an official bottling. For those that want something more or something different, these limited releases are so good. I remember the 2003 Montiato actually is so good as well. Anyway, as I said, tendency to get a little bit off topic, not completely off topic, because it's still whiskey, right? But anyway, talking about other stuff, 8.5, this easily, so easily, 8.5. That is a super high score for me. 8.5, very good stuff. So, If you've had it, I'd love to know your thoughts, or even any of the limited releases. Maybe you've tried one that I haven't, so you can tell me about it. Then I can go hunting for it, because that's part of the fun as well. Now, if you liked the video, tell me what your thoughts were. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That way you can join me again next time. So thank you very much once again to you for joining me. Cheers, till next time. So good, man. So good.